gentlemen, and welcome to Country Company's three-point shootout. Right now up is Abington's number 10, Matt Skinner, and he gets 10. Scott Byler-Brusky has won the previous two that he has been in. He's going to have to put up a good number tonight. He'll have to be 10 if he wants to advance to the next round. And now Scott Byler-Brusky's ready for us. All right, Byler-Brusky will have to get 11 if he wants to win again. Here he goes. He makes the first one, misses the second. The third one goes up, no good. Fourth one, that's good. And makes two on the first rack, off to a cold start. Now at the top of the key, he makes that one. Makes another one. Makes that one. That's four, looking to get the entire rack. Almost, he's got six. He'll have to do all of them in this rack if he wants to take it. He makes the first one. Misses that. He's going to have to make them all now. He makes that one. Nope. Well short. Goes up for the last one. It's good. He gets up with 9. That might be good enough to make it to the next round. Byler-Brusky's in a three-way tie for the last spot, and he's shooting it out in 2 racks here. He gets 3, and 3 out of the first rack. He's going to have to do better. First one, and no good. That one makes it. There's another one. These are from the right-hand side of three-point territory. It's good, and the last one. Good, he makes 7 out of 10. See if he can't be ousted. Byler-Brusky had 7. This will be the only remaining threat here. He's number 3 for Rova, and he has no name. And here we go. He misses the first one. He makes the second one. The third as well. The fourth goes up. It's good. And the last one, he misses that. He makes 3 on the first rack. He'll have to make them all to win. Make 4 to tie. Misses the first one. He'll have to make them all now. And it looks like Byler-Brusky will get the last remaining spot. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Kewanee. First round action of the Kewanee sectional. We're here at Kewanee High School in the Kewanee Gymnasium. First round action of the Kewanee sectional between the Abingdon Commandos and your own Wethersfield Flying Geese. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the starting lineups and your opening tips. Stay tuned. And these are just some of the sounds of the first round of the Kewanee sectional in Kewanee High. Tonight, it's your own Wethersfield Flying Geese taking on the Abingdon Commandos. There's the Kewanee High School pep band. We're almost ready for the starting lineup. The opening tips. First, we're going to pause for the national anthem. And now we're ready for the starting lineups. And here we go. First off, for the Geese, number 5, Josh O'Dell. He's a senior. Oh my God. Next up, a senior for the Geese, number 21, Christian Jackson. And now, number 22, Paul Morris. Now for the Geese, number 23, the man, Jason Angel. Number 22, Barry Welch. Number 44, he's on. He's a junior. He's Brett Jacobs. Up the lineup for the Geese. To Brandon Lovett. Oh my God, look at the Geese. The Geese are coached by head coach Greg Reinhardt, assisted by Ed Jackson and Paul Alibra. And finally, Abington's ready for action. The Geese this year boasted a 24-4 record, as the Abington Commandos boasted a 26-2 record. It'll be a hell of a matchup here tonight. The sound is amazing here as Jason Angel will go for the tip with Abington's number 30, Jared Brown. We're ready for opening action in the Kewanee sectional. It's Commandos against the Geese. And here we go, the opening tip belongs to the Commandos. In the hands of number 24, Barry Welsh. He's going to give that over to number 14, Curry. Curry over to number 22, Parrott. Back to McCurry. McCurry drives in. Almost lost it into the hands of Jacobs. We have a jump ball. It'll belong to the Geese with 7:47 to play here in the first. And now Jacobs set to inbound for the Geese. He'll get this in. Gets it into Odell. Into the hands of Angel. And he travels with it. And it'll belong to the Commandos with 7:46 to play here in the first quarter. Very quick turnover here for the Geese early in the first. That pass over number 22. Parrott for two. That's the Commandos on the board. 2-0. They lead it over the Geese with 7:36 to play here in the first. Now Odell with the ball. He'll get that in the hands of Jackson. Jackson going to come down across the half-court line. Over the Angel. He drives in. Looking for two. No good. Gets a zone rebound. Goes up. Scores two. 2-all with 7:20 to play here in the first quarter. That's number 14. Tim McCurry has the ball. He comes in over free throw line to number 24, Barry Welsh. Welsh now top it. He gives it over to Parrott. Over to McCurry for three. It's good. As the Commandos lead it 5-2 over the Geese with 7:03 to play here in the first quarter. Odell with the ball. Comes into the paint. Drops down two. Into the paint. 5-4. Commandos lead it by one now with 6:55 to play here in the first quarter. McCurry now with the ball. He's going to give it over to number 24, Barry Welsh. Barry Welsh gives it out to McCurry at the top of the key. At the elbow, gives it over to number 30, Jared Brown. Out to number 24, Brian Welsh. He goes up the finger rope. The two is good. It's 7-4. Commandos lead it with 6:36 to play here in the first. It's a hot and heavy game to play here in sectionals. Jason Angel with the ball. Gives it over. Love it up for two. No good. He'll pick up the rebound in the paint. Looking for two. He gets it. 7-6. Commandos lead it with 6:21 to play here in the first. This is extreme action here in sectional. Welsh now with the ball. Almost picked it up. Over to number 22, Parrott. Parrott over to McCurry. McCurry at the top of the key. He's over the elbow. Gives it over to Welsh for two. No good. I'll get rebounded by Jacobs. The rebounding power of this Geese team. Love it into the hands of Odell now. Odell on the right-hand side. Comes in looking for two. Not going to happen. Now get rebounded by Angel. Angel comes into the block looking for two. No good. They get rebounded by Brandon Allen. And now McCurry comes in at the second marker. No good. Odell looking for the rebound. Lost the handle. Went out of bounds. And along with the Commandos with 5:42 to play here in the first quarter. Commandos lead it over the Geese by a score of 7-6. McCurry inbounds to Allen. Allen now going to give it over to Parrott in Welsh's hand. And now the number 40, Jared down in the paint for two. Commandos lead it 9-6 with 5:30 to play here in the first. Jason Angel now with the ball, going to cross the half-court line with it. Looking to come in, create a play here. Going to give it in the hands of Odell. He's in the right-hand corner, three-point territory. Comes out by the elbow, lost the handle, got it back. He'll find Jackson now, the consummate playmaker for the Geese. He'll give that to Jacobs at the elbow. No good on the two-point attempt. Rebounded by number 30, Jared Brown. And both teams' crowds are full of energy here. There's number 22, Parrott. No good. He'll get rebounded by Angel. Angel looking to come down hard with it. And there's a foul on the play. That foul's on McCurry. That's his first of the evening. Team first. And now Jackson set to inbound for the Geese. Gets it in to Jacobs. Jacobs at the top of the key. Going to give it to an open Jackson. Thought better of three. Gets it in to Love it at the block. He drops down to 9-8. Commandos with it with 4:45 to play here in the first. Angel looking to pick it off. Picks it up. Jump ball. It'll belong to the Commandos with 4:41 to play here in the first quarter. Commandos lead it over Geese by a score of 9-8. Over to number 24, Welsh. Back to Parrott. Parrott now looking to do something with it, gets double teamed over to the hands of McCurry. McCurry at the elbow, gives it over to number 30. There's one for two. In the paint, it's good, 11-8. That's the Commandos lead it by 3 with 4:24 to play here in the first. Now Josh Odell with the ball, going to give it over to Jacobs, open for 3. He buries it to tie it up. Here at 11, Jacobs this year posted 43.5% three-point percentage. Just buried that one, showed us why, as it's all tied up now at 11. And now McCurry with the ball, going to give it over to Brown at three-point territory. And now in the hands of number 24, that's Welsh at the second block marker for 2. No good, rebounded by Lovett. Lovett going to give him the hands of Odell now. Odell's going to come down with it. Slow down the pace, he'll look to find a play. Geese looking to take their first lead. Now into the hands of Jacobs. Jacobs has to stop. He'll go up for 2. No good. And that'll be rebounded by number 24, Barry Welsh. Welsh comes across the half-court line with it. Going to give it over to Allen, back to Welsh. Welsh at the top of the key. Going to give it over to McCurry. McCurry now, right-hand side, up three-point territory, gives it over. Now number 30, Jared Brown for a long 2, 18 feet, no good. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson now going to come down with it, give it in the hands of Odell. Odell comes in, looking to get it over. Lovett got picked off. And it looks like Odell picked up the foul. In the lineup from Geese, number 40, Brad Blake. He'll replace Odell. And now Welsh is going to give it over to Parrick. Parrick back to Welsh. Welsh over to Parrick once again. And in the hands of Welsh. Over to McCurry now. McCurry back out to Welsh. He comes in at the free throw line. Going to pop the key. Makes it. Commandos lead it. 13-11 with 2:57 to play here in the first. Now Brad Blake with the ball. He's going to get that to Lovett. At the block for 2. It's good. It's all tied at 13. Quick-paced game here so far in the first round of the Kewanee sectional. And Jacobs is going to pick up the foul. In the lineup for Geese, number 52, Mike Harlan. He replaces Brandon Lovett. Now McCurry with the ball. He's going to look to get across half-court line. Does. Now he's going to have to find an outlet. Gets in the hands of Allen. Allen now over to Welsh. Welsh over to Pitt. And to Brown for 2. No good. Going to get rebounded by Allen. Up, no good. And it's in the hands of Blake. Blake comes down with it now. He's in the right-hand side. Going to give it over to Jacobs, who's open for 3. In and out. Rebounded by Harlan. Harlan goes up with it and gets 2 as the Geese take their first lead of the evening. 15-13 over the Commandos with 2:13 to play here in the first. Welsh over to Brown. Brown now going to go up for 2. No good. Now get rebounded by Harlan. And things are going into Geese's favor as Jason Angel has the ball. Angel now going to give it over to Jacobs, and we have a foul on the play. With 2 minutes to play here in the first, Scott Bilobrusky checks in for Christian Jackson. The Geese lead it over the Commandos by a score of 15-13. And the lineup for the Commandos, he's number 54, Ryan Bell. He'll replace Allen. And now Bilobrusky, who got the last spot in the Country Company's three-point shootout earlier, in the hands of Jacobs at the free throw line. He's going to pop. No good. Rebounded by Harlan. Harlan goes up. He gets it. He's it by 4 now. 17-13 with 1:50 to play here in the first. Jacobs gets a warning for throwing the hands. In the lineup for the Geese, number 42, Brandon Lovett. He'll replace Jason Angel. And now Jason Squire, a newcomer into the game for the Commandos. He'll inbound to McCurry. McCurry back to Squire. In the hands of Welsh. Back to Squire. Over to McCurry once again. McCurry over to Squire. Squire will cross the half-court line and give it to Welsh. Welsh to Squire at the top of the key. Over to McCurry. McCurry thought better of 3. Coming to the free throw line. Back out to Squire. Over to Welsh, who's open for 3. No good. Get rebounded by Lovett now. Lovett in the hands of Blake with 1:27 to play here in the first. Blake now going to give that over to Harlan. Harlan now fades away for 2. It's good. 19-13. The Geese lead it by 6 with 1:15 to play here in the first. And the GWO is the loudest I've ever heard them. Now Welsh over to number 54, Ryan Bell. Back out to Squire. Squire over to, that's Welsh now, comes in. Way short, rebounded by Harlan. The Geese are on good footing here in the first with just under a buck to play. And now Blake with the ball, looking to find the outlet. Finds Jacobs. Into Lovett. Lovett goes up. No good. That'll get rebounded by Bell. And now McCurry with the ball with 42 seconds to play. He'll get that into the hands of Welsh. Welsh now is going to give it back over to McCurry. McCurry looking to do something with it. Going to give it over to Welsh once again. Back to McCurry. McCurry in the hands of Squire. Squire now over to Welsh, or excuse me, McCurry once again. He's at the top of the key. Going to give it over to Squire. Squire comes in for two. And there's a foul on the play. Harlan will pick up his first foul of the evening. At the line, shooting two. He's number 20, Jared Squire, and he makes the first one, making it a 19-15 Geese game. In the lineup for Geese, number 32, Tamir Howe, and number 23, Jason Angel. Jared Brown checks back into the Abingdon lineup. And now up for the second one. Squire makes two of them, 19-15. He's hit it by 4 with 18 seconds to play here in the first. As Tamir Howe has the ball, he'll come down with it. Gonna give it over to Jason Angel. Angel's gonna drop down two, 21-15 with 9 seconds to play. He's hit it by 6. Now McCurry comes in, looking for the runner. No good, and there's a foul on the play. And the GWO don't like that at all. No. Angel picks up his first foul of the evening, team fourth at the line. McCurry now. He makes the first one, 21-16. Checking back in the Geese lineup. Number 5, Josh Odell. He'll replace Viola Bresky. And now McCurry will look for the second one to draw the Abingdon Commandos within 5. Nope. That'll get rebounded by Angel. 2 seconds from half court. No good, but at the end of one, Wethersfield Flying Geese hit it over the Abingdon Commandos by 5 by a score of 21-16. And God, I can't hold the camera steady. Let's see what happens in the second. Start off the second quarter here. Odell's going to give it over to Lovett. Lovett finds Tamir Howell now over to Jason Angel from about 8 feet. Overshot. Lovett rebounds, puts it up for 2. 23-16. Geese hit it by 7 with 7:45 to play here in the second quarter. Now McCurry's going to give it over to Welsh. Welsh going to come down. Going to give it away. It'll belong to Geese with 7:39 to play here in the second quarter. Geese are on the right foot here. And now Jacob's going to inbound to Howell. Howell's going to come down with it now. Howell gets double teamed. That gets picked off by Welsh. Welsh now going to come down. No good. Tried to put up by Jared Brown. It'll belong to Geese with 7:26 to play here in the second. As the Geese lead it by 7. Score of 23-16. In the lineup for the Geese, number 21, Christian Jackson. He replaces Howell. Jackson receives the inbound pass from Arms. Now in the hands of Odell. Odell back to Jackson. Jackson now going to give it over to the Angel. Angel looking to come in for 2. Love it now. It's good. 25-16. Geese lead it by 9 with 7:10 to play here in the second quarter. As McCurry has the ball. McCurry crosses the half-court line. Almost lost it. Going to have to pick it up. Ball. It'll belong to Abingdon with 7:03. And the Commandos want to talk it over as the Geese have stormed out to a 9-point lead here early in the second quarter. And now Perrick inbounds to Welsh. Welsh now over to McCurry, back to Welsh, over to Perrick once again. Perrick going to cross the half-court line with it. Over the hands of Welsh. Welsh falls down, and traveling's going to get called, and Greg Reinhardt likes it. Geese are going to have the ball now with 6:51 to play here in the second. They lead it by 9 by a score of 25-16. Jackson now coming down with it. Jackson this year scoring 4.9 assists per game. And Angel comes in the paint, looks for 2, gets it. 27-16. Geese lead it by 11 with 6:37 to play here in the second quarter. As Welsh gives it over to Perrick. Perrick back to McCarry. McCarry now looking to find the outlet. He'll get that over to Welsh for 2. Beautiful shot from about 18 feet. 27-18. As the Geese lead it by 9 with 6:18 to play here in a second. Jackson's going to have to find the outlet. He'll get that over to Angel. Angel now. Going to give that over to Angel, or excuse me, Jackson. He's open for 3, way off. Rebounded by Allen in the hands At Perrick now, Welsh, gonna carry into the hands of Allen for 2. It's good. 27-20. He's lead it by 7 now with 5:51 to play here in the second. Odell's gonna give it over to Angel. Angel's gonna give it over to Jackson. Jackson over to Odell. Odell for 3, no good. Geese don't need to be taking threes with a 7-point lead. And now that's controlled by Brown in the hands of Welch. And 10's called. It'll belong to Geese with 5:32 to play here in the second quarter. And listen to the GWO and Abington fans. Good Lord, the GWO is going nuts. It's like being at an ECW arena show. I've come down with a cough here, so if you hear me coughing, don't mind. In the lineup for the Geese, number 52, the Heart, Mike Carlin. Now Bila Bresky set to inbound for the Geese. Finding the outlet in Christian Jackson. Jackson now going to give it over to Bila Bresky. Bila Bresky thought about 3. Intended pass for Angel. Gets knocked out of bounds by Jared Brown. It'll belong to Geese with 5:25 to play here in the second. Jackson now looking to inbound for the Geese. Into Angel. Angel no good. I'll get rebounded by Perrick. And now in the hands of McCurry. McCurry now coming in. And he draws the foul on Arms. Jacobs picks up his second foul of the evening. McCurry out the line as he makes the first one. Team's 5th on the Geese for fouls in the lineup for Geese. Number 42, Brandon Levitt. He'll replace Jacobs. And now McCurry could draw the Commandos to within 5 here. As he does it, 27-22. Geese lead it by 5 now with 5:18 to play here in the second quarter. Bila Bresky set the inbound. He'll get it into Jackson. Damn, I'm smart. And now Jackson going to come across half-court line. Get double team, and he goes over and back. And it belongs to Commandos with 5:11 to play here in the second quarter as they're looking to shut down the Geese's lead. And now McCurry's going to inbound. He'll get it into Welsh. Welsh going to give it over to McCurry now. McCurry looking to find the outlet. Comes in with it at the second marker. And now Allen for 2, no good. Going to get rebounded by Lovett. Jackson going to give it over to Angel. Angel lost it out of bounds. It'll belong to the Commandos. With 4:54 to play here in the second. I'd like to thank Greg Reinhardt for this wonderful Geese Regional Championship shirt he gave to me today. Thank you, Greg. And now McCurry has the ball. He'll come down into the hands of Welsh. Welsh going to give it over to McCurry. McCurry going to come in at the free throw line. Back out to Welsh. Thought about it. Now Allen for 3. It's good, and that puts the lights back into Abingdon. Look at this, 27-25. And you can hear the howl as Blake has the ball into Harlan. Harlan looking for 2. Way off the mark. And now Abingdon has a chance to take the lead with a 3 or tie it up with a 2. Now McCurry has the ball. He'll come in. Out to Allen for 3. This could take the lead. In and out. Rebounded by McCurry. McCurry's going to come out with it. Now McCurry over the hand to Squire. Squire back to McCurry. McCurry near the top of the key. He's going to give it over to Welsh. Welsh over to Allen. Allen for 2. It's good. It's all tied up at 27 now. What's 4 minutes to play here in the second? And Blake has the ball. He'll cross the half-court line with it. Give it over to Bila Bresky. He needs to find the 3. No good. As it'll belong to Geese with 3:51 to play here in the second. It's all tied up at 27. Blake now looking to inbound. He'll get it into Jacobs. Jacobs over to Lovett. Lovett about 20 feet. Comes in. Looking for 2. Gets rebounded by Jacobs. And he draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Jacobs now at the line to shoot 2. He'll go up for the first one. He makes it. He did it. 28-27. Jacobs this year boasting a 64.0% free throw percentage in the lineup. Checking in for Bila Bresky, number 5, Josh Odell. And now Arms, as they call him, goes up for the second free throw. He's got a lot of arms. 29-27. Geese lead it by 2 with 3:40 to play here in the second. Now Squire gets him in the hands of McCurry. Over Welsh. Welsh now, and you can hear the chant of air ball as the air ball won earlier. And Squire now in the Brown. Brown to Allen for 2, no good. Goes up again, he gets it. All tied up at 29 with 3:20 to play here in the second. As Brad Blake has the ball. Blake now over to Odell. Odell, Jacobs into the Angel. Angel looking to go up for 2, no good. Gonna get rebounded by Welsh. And now Welsh gonna go in, looking to take the lead. Oh, Allen! Allen drops down 2. And the Commandos have regained the lead here. And the Geese will talk it over. Good Lord, they are loud. Look at this. Reinhardt wants to talk it over. Let's see what happens. Geese had an 11-point lead, and now they're down by 2. And the noise is deafening here. You can hear the chant of AHS for Abingdon High School as Jacobs inbounds to Blake. Geese are going to have to overcome the intensity of the crowd and focus on executing. Lovett now draws the foul from number 20, Jared Squire. Set to inbound, he'll get that in to Jacobs. Now Odell has the ball, he gets double teamed. Over to Jackson, Jackson in the arms for 2, it's good. And it's all tied up at 31. 2:36 to play here in the second as Welsh has the ball. Welsh getting a chance of air ball into the hands of McCurry now. McCurry back to Welsh. Welsh looking to find the outlet. Gets it into the hands of McCurry. McCurry towards the top of the key. He's going to give it over to Squire. Squire back to McCurry. McCurry at the top of the key now. Lost it in the hands of Odell. And now Angel. And he draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Welsh picked up his first foul. Angel misses the first. Angel, the top scorer for Geese, scoring 17.8 points per game with a free throw percentage of 67.4%. Now looking for the second one. Makes good on 1 of 2. Geese lead it by 1, 32-31 with 2:10 to play here in the second. Welsh now over to McCurry to Squire. Back to McCurry. Over to Welsh once again. Over to McCurry. Now looking to find an outlet. He gets instructions at the top. He gives it over to Welsh. Welsh back to McCurry. McCurry fake the pass. Going to give it over to Squire once again. Squire gets it over to McCurry. McCurry now looking to come in at the elbow. No, at the free throw line. Third marker. And that pass is going to get picked off into the hands of number 14. Tyler McCurry. He scores it. It's 33-32. Abingdon leads it with 1:38 to play here in the second. Angel now going to give it over to Odell. Odell looking to find an outlet. Gives it over to Angel. Angel over to Odell. And now Lovett in the paint for 2. Misses. And it'll belong to Abingdon with 1:23 to play here in the second. As the Commandos lead it over the Geese, 33-32. Back in the lineup for Geese, number 52, Mike Harlan. He replaces Jacobs. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Harlan's going to be a huge factor here as the evening draws on. As the Geese are going to rely on his heart to come through and pull them up. Welsh is going to give, McCurry over to Welsh. Now Allen for 2. He scores it 35-32. As Abingdon leads by 3 with a $1:05 to play here in the second. As Josh Odell has the ball. Odell now into the hands of Jackson. Jackson looking to find an outlet, gives it over to Odell. Odell thought better of 3. Into the hands of Harlan. Harlan triple team. In the hands of Odell. Got it back. As Lovett has it at the elbow. Gets 2. 35-34. As Abingdon leads it with 45 seconds to play here in the second. Welsh gives it over to McCurry. McCurry now finds Squire. Squire going to give it back to McCurry once again with 36 seconds to play. McCurry is going to give it over to Welsh. Welsh now going to look to find something. And listen to this crowd. Good Lord, this is giving me a headache. McCurry now is going to give it over to Squire. Squire looking to do something with it. The sound is deafening here in the Kewanee High School gymnasium. Now Welsh has the ball. It's 8 seconds there. Obviously looking for the last shot as Angel picks up the foul. Angel picks up his second foul of the evening. He gets replaced now by Viola Bresky. At the line looking for the 1-and-1, number 24, Barry Welsh. Now Welsh will go up for the 1-and-1. He makes it, extending the Commando lead to 36-34 with 7 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Now Welsh will look for the second free throw. Gets them both. They lead it by 3, 37-34. And now Jackson has 5 seconds to make a play into the hands of Odell. Odell over by Lebreski to tie it up at the half. No! As Abingdon will take a 3-point lead in the halftime as they lead it over the East by a score of 37-34. Let's see what happens. We now take your halftime report with Mike Tirico and Hannah Storm. Ladies and gentlemen, by Sprite. Obey your thirst, drink Sprite. Also brought to you by ECW Living Dangerously. This here on Sunday night, March 21st from the Asbury Park Convention Center in Asbury Park, New Jersey. See the title for title main event as Taz defends his ECW World Heavyweight Championship against Sabu's F the World Heavyweight title, and we're back in action here in the third as Jason Angel pops for 3. It's good, and we're tied up at 37 with 7:42 to play here in the third. Now McCurry over Welsh, back over to Perrick. Now Welsh. McCurry for 3, no good. Rebounded by Angel. Geese are going to look to take the lead here. And now Odell has the ball. Odell looking to do something with it. Goes up and draws the foul. And Odell at the line shooting 2. Fouled by McCurry. Makes the first one. Josh Odell this year, the leading 3-point man for Geese, making 46.8% of the threes and 70.6% of the free throws. And that's exactly why, as we just dropped down to make it 39-37. Geese lead it by 2 with 7:15 to play here in the third quarter now. Now McCurry over Welsh. Welsh now getting a chance to airball. McCurry over Welsh. Welsh now looking for the outlet. Finds Brown. Brown now. He's going to give that over to Perrick. Perrick over to McCurry. McCurry now has to pick up his dribble. Gives it over to Welsh. Welsh at the top of the key. Looking to do something with it. Gives it over to Perrick. Back to Welsh at the top of the key. Into Brown for 2. It's good. All tied at 39. With 6:45. Here in the third. And now Christian Jackson has the ball. He'll give it over to Jason Angel. Angel comes in for 2. It's good. 41-39 with 6:35 to play here in the third. I was not in the locker room during halftime, but I'm sure Coach Greg Reinhardt told him to play aggressively and have heart. And now McCurry has the ball at top. He's going to give it over to Welsh. Now Perrick, who's open for 3. No good. That'll get rebounded by Welsh. Into the hands of Jacobs. Jacobs over Jackson. Now to Odell. He was out of bounds. It'll belong to the Commandos with 6:09 to play here in the third. And now Perrick inbounds to McCurry. McCurry now comes down with it. Over Welsh into Brown for 2. No good. And last touch by Brown. It'll belong to the Geese with 5:53 to play here in the third. Now Jacobs inbounds to Jackson. He's going to come down with it. And give it over to Odell on the right-hand side. Now Jacobs at the second marker. In and out. No good. And that's rebounded by Brown. Now into the hands of Perrick. Perrick over Welsh now. Welsh gets double teamed. Gives it over McCurry. And McCurry draws the foul from Josh Odell, and Odell can't believe it. Now Welsh has the ball, going to give it over to Perrick. Into the hands of McCurry. Back to Perrick. There's McCurry for 3. It's good. The Commandos take a 42-41 lead over Geese with 5:10 to play here in the third quarter now. Angel going to give it over to Jackson. Back right to him, and now Angel going to come in. Looking for 2. It's good. As the Geese take a 1-point lead, 43-42 with 5 minutes to play here in the third. Now Perrick with the ball. He's going to give that over to Welsh. Welsh into the hands of Allen for 3. Commandos just won't stop. 45-43 with 4:41 to play here in the third. Jackson now has the ball, going to give it over to Angel. Angel spins around. Going to give it over to Jackson now. Jackson at the top of the key, going to give it over to Odell. Odell going to pop for two. It's good. All tied at 45 now with 4:25 to play here in the third. McCurry gave it over to Welsh and gets a chance air ball. And now Allen with the ball, going to give it back to McCurry. McCurry with the ball now. Going to give it over to Perrick. Perrick looking to find an outlet, finds McCurry. Back to Perrick. And now over to Welsh. Welsh now going to find Allen, who's going to pop for three. No good. Going to get rebounded by Odell now with 3:58 to play here in the third. It's all tied up at 45. Odell now with the ball. Going to give that over to Jackson. Jackson to Angel. Angel thought better of the three. Going to give it over to Jackson. Jackson now finds Odell, who's open for three. He'll pop. And ladies and gentlemen, Josh Odell, usually a three-point specialist for these, has been rather cold in recent games. Now Allen with the ball is going to give it over to McCurry. McCurry now in the hands of Welsh. Welsh looking to do something with it at the top of the key. Going to give it over to McCurry. McCurry now in the hands of Perrick. Back to Welsh at the top of the key. And McCurry now going to give it over to Brown. Brown now for two. It's good. As Commandos lead it 47-45 with Austin 3:16 to play here in the third. And now Jackson has the ball, going to give it over to Odell on the right-hand side of three-point territory. Back to Jackson for the left-hand side of three. Misses, rebounded by Lovett. Lovett looking to go up for two. No good. It'll belong to the Geese with 3 minutes to play here in the third. And the Commando fans don't like that call at all. And now Jackson looking to find the inbounds. And to Lovett. Lovett almost didn't know he had it. Lovett now to Odell. Odell now going to give it over to the Angel. Angel now. It's the charging call. And now Welsh is going to give it over to Perrick in the hands of McCurry. Back to Perrick. Over Welsh once again. Draws the double team. He'll call timeout. As Commandos need to talk it over. With 2:44 to play here in the third. They lead it over Geese by a score 47-45. And now Squire inbounds. He'll get that into McCurry. McCurry back to Squire once again. Squire going to find McCurry again. And in the hands of Squire once again. Welsh over to Allen, now in the hands of McCurry. McCurry comes in. Welsh now out to Squire. And it's good for three. As the Commandos take a commanding 5-point lead. Their biggest of the night, 50-45 with 2:11 to play here in the third. Abs Jacobs post up for three, no good. Rebounded by Lovett. Lovett drops down two, however. 50-47. Commandos lead it by three with 2 minutes to play here in the third now. Welsh into the hands of Squire. Squire's going to come in. Draws the foul from Harlan. And now Squire gives it over. Welsh to top key. Welsh now with it again. Got the pass to McCurry. Back to McCurry once again. McCurry now into Welsh. Beautiful pass to Brown. Drops down two. And Abingdon goes nuts. 52-47 with 1:34 to play here in the third. Christian Jackson has the ball. And they're going to have to fight through this. And now Bilebreski's going to come in. And there's a foul on the play. It'll be on number 30, Jared Brown. Getting a little wet spot off the floor. And now we're ready for action once again. Christian Jackson will inbound for the Geese. He's looking to find an outlet. Gets it in. And it's in the hands of Welsh. Welsh now, Bilebreski looking for two. Gets it to drop. 54-47. And the Commandos win it by 7. They've mounted an offense plan. 1:13 to play here in the third. Jackson now over Lovett. Lovett drops for two. No good. This is own rebound. Goes up again. Scores two. 54-49. Geese are down by 5 now with a buck to play here in the third now. McCurry over Squire. Squire into the hands of Welsh. Welsh now going to come in looking for two. And no good. Foul be on Jacobs. In the lineup for Geese, Kamir Howell and Jason Angel. Also, number 40, Brad Blake. He'll replace Jackson. In the lineup for Commandos, number 54, Ryan Beal. Sorry, I incorrectly pronounced that in the first half, calling him Ryan Bell. Hill replaced number 42, Brandon Allen. And Allen gets a standing ovation from the crowd of Abingdon. Squire now over to Welsh, into the hands of McCurry, back to Welsh at the top of the key. Welsh now going to give it over to McCurry. Abingdon now here in the third quarter really executing their game plan well as they're up 5. Welsh now, and Abingdon crowd's getting behind them. They're going to need this intensity if they want to hold and lead over Geese. Geese a very tough team. And now Squire over to McCurry. McCurry gets double team. Back in the hands of Squire once again. 18 seconds there and looking for the last shot of the third here. 15 seconds. And now Squire in the hands of Welsh. Welsh going to give it over. That's number 30. Brown, no good. Rebounded by Beal. In the hands of Welsh. 3 seconds. Now Beal for 2. It's good. And at the end of 3. Commandos lead it over the Geese by a score of 56-49. Let's see what happens here in the fourth quarter. It'll belong to Abingdon to start off the fourth quarter, and the Abingdon crowd is much louder than the GWO right now. And now McCurry's going to give it over to Squire. Squire looking across half-court line, does. Into the hands of Welsh now. Welsh comes in looking for 2. No good. Going to get rebounded by... And it'll belong to Abingdon. It's 7:47 to play here in the fourth. And now Welsh inbounds to McCurry. McCurry now looking to do something with it. He's going to give it in the hands of number 30. 58-49. Commandos lead it by 9 now. Taking a commanding lead. Jason Angel needs to lead his team. And now Hal's going to pop for 3. No good. Going to get rebounded by number 14, McCurry. McCurry now over Welsh for 2. It's good. And now an 11-point lead for Commandos. 60-49. Oh my God, look at these people. Nuts. Arms inbounds to Howell. Howell's going to come down. They're going to have to really get back into this game. Each double dribble. And along to Abingdon. As it looks like this season might be over. And now Welsh is going to inbound. He'll get that into Squire. Squire now back to Welsh. Welsh across the half-court line with it. Come in the hands of Brown. He walks down too. Abingdon doing everything right now. 62-49. 6:54 to play here in the fourth. That's Angel going to give it over to Howell. Howell now looking to do something with it at the elbow. Going to give it over to Arms. Brett Jacobs. Jacobs now in the hands of Blake. Blake, a pure athlete. He gets called for the charge. As everything's going in Abington's favor. The Geese are in grim danger of having their season being done tonight. Abingdon has a 13-point lead. That's the biggest lead by any team of the night. Geese had an 11-point lead in the first quarter and then let them get back into the game, which really, the teams were playing very well in the second and third, and then Abingdon just pulled away there towards the end of the third. After 3, no good. And that gets rebounded by Brown. As this is huge for Abingdon getting a second chance. Brown coming in, no good, rebounded by Lovett. Lovett now looking to give it over to Jackson. Jackson now picked off in the hands of Welsh. Welsh now going to come down with it. Looking to find an outlet. There's Squire. Squire's got better than 3. And now McCurry with the ball. That gets picked off by Angel. And there's a foul on the play. And now Jackson comes down with it. And now Jacobs at the top of the key looking to find an outlet. Gives it over to Angel. Angel going to pop for 3. No good. That'll get rebounded by Squire. Squire now into the hands of Welsh. Welsh going to give it over to McCurry. McCurry now into Allen for 2. It's good. 64-49. That's Abingdon leads it by 15. 5:26 to play here in the fourth. Jason Angel comes in, and there's a foul on Welsh. Looking to inbound. He'll get that into Blake now. Blake's going to come in with it. And he draws the foul. from number 20, Jared Squire. Blake at the line. This year, Brad Blake making 52% of the free throws, scoring 4.1 points per game as a senior. Misses the first one. That's good news for Abingdon. Blake looking for the second one. Misses them both. And it belongs to Geese with 5:18 to play here in the fourth. They're down by 15, a score of 64-49. Abingdon is just really handing it to him right now. Jackson inbounds to Blake now. Blake looking to do something with it. Going to give it over to Arms. Jacobs looking to do something with it now. Going to give it over to Jackson, top of the key, into Holland at the free throw line. Holland's going to give it over to Angel. Angel, perfect pass for Jacobs. He scores down to 64-51 with just under 5 minutes to play here in the fourth. Geese are going to have to play really hard and play great defense if they want to win this game. As Allen has the ball in the hands of Welsh, now in the hands of number 14, that's McCurry, into Allen, and he draws the foul. Harlan will pick up that foul. As Allen goes to the line, he makes the first one in the lineup for Geese. Howell, Lovett, and Bilabreski, they'll replace Blake, Jacobs, and Jackson. And now Allen looking to find the second free throw. He makes them both 66-51. They lead it by 15 with 4:43 to play here in the fourth quarter. And now Angel. And the hands of Howell. Howell's going to pick it up. Over and back. It's going to belong to Abingdon. It's 4:34 to play here in the fourth. As it looks, there you can see Reinhardt with his hand on his head, not knowing what happened to his Geese. Geese are a very good team, just not playing up to what they should be doing tonight. They've had a very good season so far, but if they don't play their hearts out here in the last 4:30, there's going to be no tomorrow. Now Angel, picked up by Bilabreski. Bilabreski now going to give it over to Lovett. Lovett almost, I thought, was going to shoot a rare three. Angel now comes in. Angel going to give it over to Bilabreski. Now Bilabreski comes in. He travels with it. And it'll belong to Abingdon with 4:06 to play here in the fourth. And now Welsh has the ball. 4 minutes to play here in the fourth as the Geese are down by 15 to the Commandos. Willie McCurry just playing around with the Geese right now. As Welsh has the ball, going to give it over to Parrott. And Brown scores to 68-51. Geese are down by 17 with 3:41 to play here in the fourth. And now Howell with the ball. He's going to come down with it. And they're going to have to get back into this game here. Howell lost it, got it back. And he gets called for the jump ball. And it'll belong to the Geese with 3:31 to play here in the fourth. And now Bilabreski set the inbound for the Geese. In the hands of Howell. Howell now going to give it over to Bilabreski. Bilabreski going to pop for three, no good. It'll belong to Harlan and get a rebound. He draws the foul from Jared Brown. Bilabreski set the inbound. He'll get that into Jacobs now. Jacobs at the top of the key, comes into the elbow. Looking to find an outlet. Gives it over to Angel. Angel now looking to do something with it. Can Angel bring the Geese back in the game? That foul is on number 24, Harry Welch. That'll be his third of the evening. And now Angel goes up. He makes the first one, good on the 1-and-1. 68-52. Geese down now by 16 with 3:13 to play here in the fourth. It's 68-52. Good Lord. I wonder if Amy McReynolds is dressing to make somebody happy. Angel now looks for the second free throw. He makes it 68-53, and Angel just kind of looked on that free throw like he was just throwing it up there. Made it, though. Now McCurry draws the foul from Jason Angel. Angel pick up his fourth foul of the evening. And McCurry misses a free throw, rebounded by Angel. Now Angel comes in, lost it in the hands of Welsh. Now McCurry with the ball.
Now in the hands of Brown, back to McCurry. McCurry comes up to the top of the key. He'll get guarded by Howell. You can hear the applaud from the Abingdon crowd. Welsh in the hands of Brown. Brown scores to 70-53, and they lead it by 17 over the Geese. 2:34 to play here in the fourth quarter. Now Arm's going to give it over to Angel at the free throw line. It's good for 2, 70-55. Angel doing everything he can to keep his Geese in this game. Now McCurry is going to give it over to, that's number 22, Herrick. As the Abingdon Commandos want to talk it over. There's the story. It looks grim for the Geese. And now Herrick inbounds to Welsh, back to Herrick. And he draws the foul from Odell. And Herrick goes up. No good. Going to get rebounded by Mike Harlan. And now in the hands of Brad Blake. Blake going to give it over to Odell. Odell going to pop for 2. No good. Going to get rebounded by Herrick. Herrick now in the hands of McCurry. Back to Herrick. McCurry to Welsh. Cross half court line. He draws the foul from Court Jackson. And Welsh goes up. He makes the first one. 71-55. As Abingdon leads it now by 16 with 1:53 to play here in the fourth. Jackson will enter the game for Blake. And now Welsh will go up for the second one. He misses, rebounded by Harlan. 1:50 to play here in the fourth. He's going to have to really come to life. Now Odell with the ball. Angel going to have to pop for 3. It's good. And a foul. 71-58 as Abingdon leads it by 13. Now looking for the 4-point play, Jason Angel. Angel drops it down. There's the 4-point play. Angel just buried a 3-pointer, averaging 27.7% of the threes dropping. 67.4% free throw shooting. And now with 1:42 to play here in the fourth, we're going to go to the line. Brown made the first one there. He's got 4 seniors and a junior out there. Now Brown looking for the second one. He makes it 73-59. As Geese are down by 14 with 1:42 to play here in the fourth. Now Jackson with the ball. Gonna give that over to Angel. Angel now coming in. And he draws the foul. Angel now going to the line for the 1-and-1. He makes the first one, making it a 73-60 game. As the Abingdon Commandos lead it by 13 with 1:33 to play here in the fourth. In the lineup for the Geese replacing Christian Jackson, number 40, Brad Blake. And now Angel looked for the second free throw. Misses that one. Rebounded by number 42. And now Jared Squire at the line shooting 2. He makes the first one. 75-60. 74-60. Court Jackson back into the game for the Geese and Josh Odell as well. This could make it. 75-60 now. Minute 30 to play here in the fourth. As Court Jackson set the inbound, gets it into brother Chris. Wants to talk it over. There's the story. Inbound for the Geese. Off the foot of Brown. As he'll get a second chance to inbound now. He'll get that into the Angel. Angel now going to come down with it. Angel now going up, makes the first one, 75-61 with a buck 26 to play here in the fourth. 55.2% field goal percentage, and 3.1 assists per game. Probably the highlight of the season this year at the Market Quad Cities, dunking on rock balls. Got a beautiful picture of that. Jared Brown misses the first free throw. He'll get a second chance. In the lineup for the Geese, Angel and Viola Bresky. Also Brett Jacobs. And now Jared Brown looking for the second free throw. Makes good on 1 of 2, 76-62. Lead it by 14 now with a $1:22 to play here in the fourth. And now Viola Bresky going to come in. In the hands of Jacobs for the two. It's good. 76-64 with a $1:12 to play here in the fourth. And it's a foul fest. And now McCurry, he makes the first one. McCurry now looking for the second free throw. 78-64 with a $1:11 to play here in the fourth. Christian Jackson now has the ball. Going to give it over to Viola Bresky. Viola Bresky going to pop for three, no good. Get rebounded by number 20, Jared Squire, and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two with a $1:02 to play here in the fourth. Squire missed the first one. I don't think we got that on tape, but now he'll go for the second one. Misses them both. Rebounded by Jackson with a $1 to play now. Viola Bresky's going to pop for three, no good. Get rebounded by McCurry. And Abingdon wants to talk it over. And now there's number 24, that's Welsh. He'll get it over to Brown. Brown now back to Welsh. And Jackson's going to draw the foul. Barry Welsh now at the line. He makes the first one, 79-64, with 42 seconds to play here in the fourth. As Jason Angel and Mike Harlan and Brad Blake will check into the Geese lineup. And now Barry Welsh will go up for the second free throw. He makes them both. It's 80-64 with 40 seconds to play here in the fourth. As Jackson has the ball. This will be the last 40 seconds you'll ever hear me this season. Angel pops down three, 80-67 with 32 seconds to play here in the fourth. And now Greg Reinhardt wants to talk it over. He's down by 13 with 32 seconds to play. Let's see if he can come back. It'll be a miracle if they do. And now Squire inbounds. That's into Welsh. Welsh now, 28 seconds to play here in the fourth. Into the hands of McCurry. McCurry now draws the foul from, oh no, excuse me, there's a timeout. Taken by Abingdon. And now Jared Squire inbounds. Brown now back to Squire and into the hands of Welsh. Welsh going to give it over to Squire. Squire now into the hands of number 30. That's Brown. Brown now into the hands of McCurry. And he gets fouled by Mike Harlan. About to check in the Geese lineup, number 31, Nate Swearengin, number 34, Mike Jones, number 45, Court Jackson, number 50, Josh Hampton. That free throw was good by number 34, Rob Parrish, and number 54, Tyler Pearson. As Abingdon comes to their feet, as they have realized their goal here in the first round of the sectionals, Geese are going to fall short this year, but we want to congratulate the Geese on a great season. They'll fall to 24-5 to finish off the season here. This year, 98-99, hell of a year for the Geese, but it looks like it's over. And there's the exclamation point, 82-67. As Abingdon Commandos lead it by 15 with 12 seconds to play. As Swearengin inbounds to Jackson. He picks it up, and the hourglass is ticking. And now Pearson going to come in looking for two. Going to drop it down, 82-69. And there's the last. And Abingdon Commandos are going to advance to the next final championship matchup here in the Pewanee sectional. They beat your own Wethersfield Flying Geese tonight by a score 82-69. If you don't know by now, I am the voice of Geese, Ben Brodbeck. I had a very good year doing this. I thank each and every one of you for listening to me. And I want to thank the coaches for the Geese for allowing me to have this forum to speak. This year I received interviews from both WJRE in Kewanee and the Hawk in Galva. Hopefully I'll be polishing my skills up there. Hopefully you'll hear me. Congratulations to the Geese who won the Galva Regional over the Kewanee Boilermakers, defeated Alwood and the Blue Bullets in previous matches. Like I said, the Geese will fall to 24-5 to end off the season here. Wethersfield Flying Geese definitely have nothing to be ashamed of as they had a great season. Abingdon just proves to be the better team tonight, and we'll have to wait till next season. Thanks for listening to me on WTAPE. Thanks a lot. I'm Ben Brodbeck. I'm your host, Ben Brodbeck. This year I received interviews from both WJRE and Kewanee and the Hawk and Galva. Hopefully you'll hear me over there polishing up my skills. I want to thank Greg Reinhardt for the forum this year of being able to commentate on these games. I thank you very much for that opportunity. I really appreciate that. Also, the Geese, they have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of as they had a great season. Like I said, falling victim 24-5 this year, nothing to be ashamed of. They had a hell of a season. Abingdon proves to be the better team tonight. Hopefully we can do the same thing next season. Hopefully make it a little farther. I thank you all for listening to me. I really appreciate this a lot. Thanks for tuning in to WTAPE. Join in with me next year. I'm Ben Brodbeck. Good season. Good night.
Here at the ES